Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Now today's video, Luton have announced their second transfer of this summer transfer window, and it is a player called Reuell Walters from Arsenal. Now we've signed him on technically it's a free transfer. He turned down a contract offer at Arsenal, which is, some good signs because Arsenal clearly rate him. But he actually wants to go out and play regular first team football, which is absolutely amazing. Now, the reason why I say it's pretty much a, small fee is because when a player who is an academy player that's been offered a deal from his current club, there's rules that say that Luton, whatever club wants that player, has to pay a small fee because they came from the academy. So we technically have paid some sort of money, but it's probably not a lot whatsoever because he's been offered a new deal, because he was offered a new deal from Arsenal. So we pretty much have got him roughly on a free deal. We've barely paid anything for him, but he is a young lad, with plenty of potential. I'm not going to act like I know how he plays because I've never seen him before. I actually never heard of him before we announced him today. But I have, messaged a few people, and I messaged my mate who is a scout, and he told me that we have got a player that's potential is up here. Whatever this lad wants to achieve, if he puts the right mindset to it, he will achieve it, and he could potentially one day play for England. That's how good of a player this is. This is what my friend said, who's part of a scouting team at a football club. He says to me that his bravery, his leadership is the exact fit for Luton. The characters which we want in the dressing room at Luton, he fits it absolutely perfectly, and Rob Edwards will definitely get the best out of him, and that really does excite me. The fact that he actually decides he wanted to leave Arsenal to go out and play first team football is a really good sign as well, because this is a lad that wants to prove himself. And I don't think, it's a backwards move for him. You're going to a club that's probably going to be pushing for promotion back to the Premier League. I actually think he's going to play some football this season. I think he's going to give Hashi a run for his money. I think they're going to compete for that right wing back spot with Ogbeni getting pushed forward, which is really good. This was an area which we needed to be answered, really, because none of us actually knew whether or not we would sign a fullback. We didn't know if we were going to sign a left wing back or if we were going to sign a right wing back. We've got the answer. We've signed a right wing back who can also play as a centre half, I've been told, as well, because that's how good of a leadership and adaptability he is. He's also quite pacey, which is fantastic to see. I've seen video clips of him, there's his highlight reel on Twitter, and I've seen that, and he does like to get forward, which is amazing because that's part of our style of play. So he's definitely going to be, supporting the attack quite often. I'm really excited. This deal has literally got what, the Tiedemann Menji deal had last season around. No one knew what to expect. That's what we kind of have on this occasion. So I actually think this season anything could potentially happen, and I'm really, really excited to see what he actually does in a Luton shirt. I feel like when you sign an academy player at a top 6 Premier League side, there's always a reason why they're there. So there's got to be something special out of him, and we've got to get it out of him, and I feel like we are going to. So I'm really looking forward to it. There's been other defensive news as well. So Tiedemann Menji has been linked to go to France. It is to a club called Nice. Nice have offered him around 12 to 14 million, apparently a fee around 12 to 14 million pounds. I don't know how true that is. I hope it isn't true, because I think the fee's far too low. I also feel like if he is going to get sold, we should be looking at around £20 million mark, because Hull City, although they didn't get promoted to the Premier League or compete in the playoffs, their players are going to the Premier League. Some of their players, especially like Liam Delap, their winger as well called Jaden, their centre half, Jacob Greaves, I believe he's called. They're all going for over 20 million plus, and I value Tiedemann Menji at least £20 million. He's a young centre half who's been capped at youth level. Same with Walters as well, which is great. So I don't see why we should be selling Menji for anything less than £20 million. Osho has also gone to France as well. He signed a 1-year deal, which is, I feel like we knew Osho wasn't going to stay. I think it took far too long. Am I gutted? Not really. I feel like we can get better than Osho, if I'm being brutally honest. I think there are better players out there. I want someone who's more consistent, if I'm being honest about that. I feel like he was too error prone for me. That's just the way I viewed him. I thought he wasn't great in the Premier League last year. I know not many of our players was, but even then in the Championship, he only really kicked on under Edwards, and we didn't really see him kick on before that. So look, I've got nothing against him. If he thinks he's, you know, a top level quality, you know, centre half, then fair play. Let's see what he does for the rest of his career, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over Osho going. Hopefully we do replace him with a good replacement. But look, the transfers, what we do in the summer, it's already a good start. 2 very good players in on, you know, not really paying a thing really. A lot of people thought Luton were going to spend over £30 million. We're going to be smart with our transfers. We're always going to be smart, and I think at the moment we've been smart. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to plenty more transfers coming up in the summer window. We definitely need a few defenders in, a few centre backs, a few centre mids. Attacking wise, I think we're sorted. But yeah, apart from that, it's looking good. It really is looking good. Onwards and upwards. Can't wait for the season to start. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.